Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Welcome back to another edition of About Last Nightmare. Now, this is the collaborative series I do with my very good friend Nick, the Last Shoegazer, where we watch a movie from our collection that we both have and message back and forth. Sometimes ripping on the film, sometimes giving fun facts, but always having a good time. Now, we do a two-part review. I take care of part one, which is the facts and figures. And Nick takes care of part two, which is a synopsis and our overall take and rating on the film. Now, this week, we watched Found Footage 3D. Before I get into my review, I'm going to explain a little bit of why I picked up this film and my experience. This was recommended to me by Rotten Roger from 3B Productions, and oddly enough, we were on a chat in a live stream, and he recommended, I think we were talking about the Blair Witch Project, but he recommended this movie to me. So, oddly enough, the next day, I was in Walmart with my wife, picking up some stuff, looking for some stuff for other people, and I found this in the $5 Blu-ray bin. Now, it hadn't been that long since this had been released, so I naturally thought somebody just kind of threw it in there, because that happens a lot at Walmart. And I took it up to get a price check on it, and it was $5, so I snagged it right away. Now, there's going to be a disclaimer for this movie. I did not watch this in 3D last night, neither did Nick, because I kind of had a headache and I really didn't feel like doing it. So, and generally speaking, 3D movies tend to give me a headache. So, I already had one, didn't want to make it worse, so I decided not to watch it in 3D. With that being said, I think I probably will go back and watch it in 3D at some point in time, but Found Footage is a 2016 film which runs approximately 100 minutes and is written and directed by Steven DeGennaro, or Gennaro, something like that. Now, the only thing I could find with him in it was some shorts that he had done. This is a film, and you can see down here, I don't know if you guys can focus, but it was done by Shudder. Really wasn't sure what to expect with this one, but like I said, Rotten Roger from 3B actually recommended this to me, so I was more than happy to pick it up. We kind of have the same sort of tastes. Now, this movie stars Carter Roy as Derek. He was in The Umbrella Man, Refuge, and a movie that I happen to be quite fond of, Lover's Lane. Very underrated slasher. This also stars Elena von Stroheim as Amy. Kind of reminds me of Captain America, the Von Struckers, or whatever it is. But anyway. She was in Hackers, Game, Redo, and The Activist. This also stars Chris O'Brien as Mark. He was in Let It Bleed and Blood Brothers. Tom Saporito as Andrew. He was in Best Day Ever. And Scott Allen Perry as Carl. I couldn't find anything on him. And finally, Jessica Perrin as Lily. And that's basically your cast in a nutshell. There is a couple more people, but this film actually doesn't have a lot of people in it. So, some interesting things about the film. The director, Stephen DeGennaro, got a PhD in astrophysics before becoming a filmmaker. And this premiered in Sweden at the Elmsta 3000 Horror Fest. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now, Nick's going to take care of the synopsis and our overall take and all that. It was okay. It wasn't bad. Like I said, I think not watching it in 3D, didn't really do it the justice it deserves. So I am going to give it another shot eventually and watch it in 3D. That's not to say that I didn't like the film. It just kind of reminded me a little bit of Paranormal Activity. Not with the black and white, but just subtle things happening, and the ending was very reminiscent of Paranormal Activity to me. But definitely check out part 2, where Nick's going to get into the synopsis and our overall take and rating on the film. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.